Hey everybody, welcome back to the Lapsed Comic Fan. I'm Steve, and today is a special day. It's Batman Day! If you're new to the channel and you like what you see so far, because of that awesome intro video, try hitting the subscribe button. It does help out a lot. And for everybody else, put your thumbs in the upright position. Batman Day 2025. I thought the day would never come. I mean, is it just a day? Is it a holiday? Who knows? I'm gonna say it's a holiday just because I'm that ridiculous. So what does one do on Batman Day? Well, you read a lot of Batman, but where do you start? Especially now in 2025. There's so many books, and it can get very confusing. If you want to read the mainline continuity, there's Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee's Hush 2. That's on issue 161. There's also mainline continuity number 1 by Matt Fraction and Jorge Jimenez, because that's not confusing. There's also Batman Dark Patterns, there's Batman and Robin, there's a whole bunch of books, and I think I'm forgetting one. It was pretty popular. Oh yeah, there's Absolute Batman, and just for Batman Day, they reprinted Absolute Batman number 1, because I don't have enough of those. And for the first time in 20 years, there's a Marvel and DC crossover, Batman and Deadpool, but this is Batman Day. It's not Batman and Day. So we have to do something special. We're going to be doing an Elseworlds book. It is Black Label, and it fits this most fine Batman Day. And just because he is an immortal legend, we're doing Kyle Higgins' Immortal Legend Batman with various artists. So let's just get right into this book, because he is an immortal legend. Ugh, that's Good Tuesday. No, 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 not happening. Oh, it's happening. Damn it. It's Batman Day, for Christ's sake. Batman Day? Yeah, it's a whole day. Everybody knows about it. I'm Batman! Yes, you are. It's not even Tuesday anyway. It's Saturday. What were you doing, blow? No, I was, blowing up balloons for Batman Day! And how are you doing this anyway? It's like you're in the same room, but you're not even here right now. What is this? What is going on? I do what I do. How I do it is a secret even to me. Which one of my grand adventures are you going to be talking about today on Batman Day? Wow. Immortal Legend Batman by Kyle Higgins. More. Legend. I heard that. Legend. That's me. Yeah, you're a legend. You know, you still owe me 17 dwarvises for watching that amazing Star Wars show, The Excellence Light. What show? The Agro Flight. The Hermaphrodite. It's dwarves and the Acolyte sucked. Excuse me? What? What? Yeah, what? What? No, I asked you what. What? Huh? Yeah, I'm not doing this. I win! You know, this reminds me of the time me, Andy Griffith, Don Knotts, Lucille Ball, you see, we were in Catman Pooh, and what we did was... Good God, I gotta lock the internet door thing, or however this is happening. I gotta figure this out. Anyway, let's go on to Kyle Higgins' Immortal Legend Batman. That's me! Comic starts off on the world of Avoca, or Avoca. I don't know, but it's not Gotham. It's a classification 5 frontier world, I guess. We see a spaceship coming in hot, and it looks like it's been damaged, and it's being chased by another ship that is suspiciously bat-colored, and that bat-colored spaceship is shooting at it, and it hits it pretty good. We see a person get out of the shot-down craft, and he runs into a cave while the bat craft is chasing him. The cave looks pretty nice. It's filled with what seems to be a lot of crystals. Person is running through the cave, telling the figure to stay away. He gets to the edge of a cliff, has nowhere to go. He turns around and shoots the rocks that collapses them, And he says, oh, thank God, finally, like I did it, I'm gonna be okay. But he's not okay. Batman comes crashing viciously through the rocks in an awesome page right here. This looks so cool. So what is this all about? Why is this Batman chasing this kid and shooting down his aircraft? Everything. What is this culminating to? The kid wants to know too. He's like, what do you want me for? I thought you only hunted monsters. Batman says, I am hunting monsters. You smuggled someone on this planet 2 months ago. Where did you take him? Which outpost? It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I just do cargo deliveries, and obviously this Batman, as terrifying as he is, he says, you're lying. Tell me where he is. Where is Bruce Wayne? So, wow, this is really cool and very different, and how the hell did that happen? You like that shirt? It's from me. I got Zatanna to put it on you when you didn't even know it was happening. Yeah, it's Tana. She does magic. I mean, that's really weird. I appreciate it. Thank you. It is Batman Day, and I wasn't dressed appropriately. In fact, I got you something. Check that out. The Batman. I give you one of my personal shirts, and you give me something that says Thebitman. What the hell is that? That says the Batman. You know, you? Well, there are many ways to spell the Batman. Some people use ducks and foil, and you can mix it together, and it creates the name. All right, so I'm going to continue talking about the comic because the drugs have apparently just destroyed your brain. This is really cool. I like the aesthetic. I really, really, really like the suit that this Batman is in. Let's see where it goes from here. I'm liking this so far. We're introduced to a character named Ada V. She's the manager of the Dayton Kane mining site. ABO 12. And she's there with Mayor Dent and Sheriff Wayne. So I guess that's where our Gotham characters come into play here. And she has a massive problem on her hand. Workers are getting murdered. And I mean, they're getting savagely ripped apart. And that's why Sheriff Wayne is there. He's asked if she's had a chance to review her camera feeds or security feeds. She said, yeah, I've even doubled them, but every time I go to check them after something like this, all the feeds are wiped. Motion detectors are disabled. Whoever did this knows what they're doing. And she thinks it doesn't make any sense because no person is strong enough to rip a human being apart like this. Bruce and Harvey start to talk it over. Apparently that's been 3 corpses in 8 weeks. Folks are starting to panic, and they're not closer to solving this at all. Sheriff Wayne says that killings like this, terror and panic is their goal. They can't give in. They figure there's not much more they can do here. They're going to go back into town to make sure everyone else is safe and accounted for. They ask Ava to wait at the site with the body for the coroner, and they head off to town. Upon arriving to Outpost Delta, aka Davistown, Sheriff Wayne is attacked by a shadow figure, getting tackled right off of his bike. Harvey pulls a gun and says, get away from him. So we get to the meat of the story right here. Mayor Harvey says, you're the Batman, but we haven't had any shadow sightings. I would have seen the reports. Why is an immortal legend here? So Batman is called an immortal legend. And what are these immortal legends? I'm sure we'll find out later. Batman jumps down and he points at Bruce and he says, this man is a shadow. He's coming with me. Harvey thinks it's absurd. He says shadows don't talk. They can barely think. They can't impersonate anything, much less a person. Harvey's standing face to face with Batman and he's got the shotgun right in his chest. And this is when Batman tells him, absurd, like a famous trillionaire deciding to permanently relocate to a backwater outpost on a Class 5 world. Sheriff Wayne tries to plead his case, and he's like, look, I understand the skepticism in me being here. I needed to go somewhere simpler, and it worked. I'm a better man than I ever was in Gotham. Harvey says he's proved himself. He's fought off beasts and pirates every day since he's arrived, and that's why he was elected sheriff. Batman explains that's when the violent killings started. Sheriff Wayne starts to put things together. He's like, the killings, smarter than a beast, stronger than a man. It was you. And now you're after me. Sheriff Wayne tries to make a case to Harvey, and before he can do anything, Batman says, that's enough. And a battle ensues. Batman is throwing exploding batarangs everywhere. Mayor Dent's pleading with Batman to stop. It looks like Batman has Sheriff Wayne cornered when out of nowhere, Ava comes with one of her trucks and just hits the shit out of him. Tells Dent and Wayne to get in. Batman's chasing the truck and he gets a couple batarangs in the back tire, almost forcing them off the side of the mountain. The truck stops. Wayne and Dent get out, and this is where they're going to make their stand. But before they can even do anything, Batman destroys their weapons. Ada's standing on the top of her truck in a turret. She says, I've only heard stories about you, Batman. Now, this laser is for punching tunnels through crystal, but I'm pretty sure it'll melt you just as well as everything else it does. Batman looks at her and says, if you fire here, we all die. That doesn't faze her at all. So be it. Sheriff Wayne has stood by our town, so we're sure as hell gonna stand by him. Wayne starts talking to Batman, says if he's given into darkness, we won't mind if we all die. And this is where Batman makes his final stand. He says, if I leave now, you'll just keep killing. You won't be able to help it. You're nothing but the unstable, festering void where a soul should be. Sheriff Wayne gets closer to Batman and says, oh, please. Yes, I killed those people. Yes, I absolutely loved it. Yes, I relish earning the trust of these idiots before I snuff them out one by one. Get off your high horse. We both know you're no different. You love having your polite face, the one people can look up to, so your other face can satisfy your desperate yearning to meta out violence without consequence. Batman says, you're right, turns away, points at Sheriff Wayne. That is a shadow. He's not Bruce Wayne, and I can prove it, because I'm the real Bruce Wayne. Harvey and Ada are watching in disbelief. You can't be the real Bruce Wayne. Batman's immortal. Sheriff Wayne is grasping at his head as what looks like shadow starts to leak from him. Didn't think you had it in you. Oh well, it had to end sometime. This way is fun too. And he turns into the Two-Faced Man. They have an epic battle sprawling many pages. It only comes to an end when Batman kicks the ever-living donkey dicks out of the Two-Faced Man's chest, exploding him on contact. That explosion sends Ada and Harvey over the cliff's edge. Batman dives in after them, saving them from the fiery pit below. He brings them up topside. Harvey, still reeling from what he just saw, says, I'm sorry, I had no idea, truly. All those people right under our noses. Don't apologize, it's not your fault. It's mine, and I'm going to fix it. And Batman takes off. So we get some narration at the end of the book about the history of this universe. Humanity ended up taking to the stars, but to get to where they needed to go, they needed to unlock the power of dark matter. And unlocking that allowed them to bend space-time around their ships. This forever changed the destiny of their species. It connected them to distant worlds, new resources, and new opportunities. But unlocking this potential came at a terrible cost. The first time we used dark matter, we permanently shattered the barrier between our universe and our universe's shadow. In the early days of expansion across the galaxy, we had no way of fighting the shadows until three powerful warriors emerged seemingly from nowhere. Some thought them aliens, some thought them gods, but whoever they were able to fight back the shadows. But this is where truth diverges from history. They weren't aliens or gods. They weren't even immortal, as is so widely assumed. They were just three exceptionally talented people, and these exceptional people discovered a way to channel the energy between both universes. The first one used energy closest to our universe. He named this approach the Way of the Robin. The second embraced the terrifying, relentless half of the binding energy closest to the Shadow universe. He named this the Way of the Bat. Third, she was pragmatic, and she utilized both. She named this approach the Way of the Nightwing, and together they pulled humanity back from the brink of destruction. It was clear to the three that they would never be rid of the Shadow. They had to put a plan in place so that their legacy would continue. They wanted the people of the universe to feel safe, so they let the rumor of them being immortal perpetuate. In truth, however, they simply chose successors to train, and once done, they would adopt their mantles, a tradition that has continued through generations to this day. 1 year ago, Master Stephanie Brown passed the Immortal Legend Robin onto a boy genius named Tim Drake. 2 years prior, Master Harper Row passed the mantle of Immortal Legend Nightwing to stunt pilot Dick Grayson. And 2 years before that, I passed the mantle of Immortal Legend Batman onto trillionaire Bruce Wayne. He wasn't the first choice. He was born into extreme wealth and privilege. He knew nothing of pain and suffering until his parents were slain before him. Even with that, I figured he'd be too soft to take on the responsibility, but he was determined to prove me wrong. Eventually, I relented. But recently, Bruce has abandoned his duties, leaving his partners to face the Shadow incursions alone. I don't know why or to what end, but I've heard concerning reports of the Immortal Legend Batman attacking people. One report said he crashed a space station into one of the moons, brutally killing a cryogenist in the process. This can't be allowed to go on. The Immortal Legend Batman must continue. But it's clear that Bruce cannot bear that responsibility. I should have chosen you first. So before you can take the mantle for yourself, my son, you, Thomas Elliot, must take it from Bruce Wayne. That was Immortal Legend Batman #1. What did you guys think of it? Leave a comment down below if you'd like me to continue covering Immortal Legend Batman, as the next one comes out on Wednesday the 24th. I give this a 3 out of 5. I thought the story was a lot of fun. Totally different take on Batman and Elseworlds book. I think that those are important because you don't always want to read mainline continuity. I mean, there's like 90 years of history there, and people get very, very attached to things being correctly done. Where in an Elseworlds book, you can kind of do whatever you want. Now, I know there's going to be people out there that are like, he wasn't the first Batman. It's an Elseworlds book, people. It doesn't have to be anything like the continuity that you know. It doesn't even have to be remotely close to anything that you know. It doesn't even have to be Bruce Wayne. But they kept a lot of characters that you know, and I can't wait to get introduced to more characters going forward. I think this will be a lot of fun. This book is definitely a recommend for me. Kyle Higgins' writing is pretty good, and Dan Mora's art in the first half of the book was great. You could definitely tell when it changed to the other guy. Yeah, so I liked it. So before we get out of here, I'm going to show you what I picked up this week, and then we can get out of here.
Those were the Immortal Legend days. Did I hear you say that Bruce Wayne does not have to be Batman?
Well, yeah, it's an Elseworlds book.
Where else in the world would Bruce Wayne not be Batman? That's me! What are you gonna name me, Miles? I don't see that in my 001 greatest moments.
That's 100 greatest moments. The book's upside down and you can't read.
I can do a read. When Batman looked at her bosoms, they were bountiful like the sea. What a great Batman day, filled with me. I got your Thabitman shirt. What a piece of shit that is. My God, man, I couldn't wear that to rizz up anybody.
Well, you're welcome for that. And Riz? Where did you even learn that?
I was watching The Rascals That Are Little, and Buckwheat went missing. He was on the milk carton, you see. He is a top Rizmaster.
Yeah, no, he's not. And don't ever bring him up on my show ever again. Well, anyway, old Batman, happy Batman Day, you piece of shit.
No thanks to you. I hope you get dicked and eat a lot of fuck this day.
Eat a lot of fuck? So we're going to go over what I picked up this week, and you can hit that outro music. This is from last week. We got the Batman Deadpool crossover. I went with the Esad Ribic cover. I really like it. Amazing Spider-Man 13. I don't know why I still buy this book, but I will. And I will continue to read it. Absolute Flash number 7. Awesome book. Batman Superman World's Finest number 43. Justice League Red number 2. New Gods number 10. Very awesome book. Ethan Cagle's art in this is unreal, man. Unreal. I got this free from the comic book shop, the DC KO preview, which I believe comes out next week or the week after, or it comes out soon, the first issue. Ultimate Spider-Man number 21. Man, it's getting sad counting down the last 3 issues after this. What a great run on Spider-Man that's been. But I am looking forward to the Amazing Spider-Man Torn by J. Michael Straczynski. I hope that is really good. Justice League Unlimited number 11. Superman number 30. I hear a lot of really cool stuff goes down in this book. For the rest of the people that have been following the Absolute Universe, that's a pivotal book. Superman Unlimited number 5. Spider-Man Wolverine number 5. What an awesome book. 100% recommend this. Jeremy Adams Green Lantern number 27. Awesome run on Green Lantern. Jeremy Adams is great. Absolute Wonder Woman number 12. And Death of the Silver Surfer number 4. Well, I appreciate everybody coming to hang out. And, oh, hey, what's this? Immortal Legend Batman number 2. This doesn't come out till Wednesday the 24th.
It's Thursday the 25th. You've been doing this for this many days? Rizmaster!
Rizmaster. I'm Steve. Thanks for showing up. Have a good day, everybody.
Batman! Batman!
Old guy I can't remember in black and white, and then Adam West. Batman! Batman! Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney. What the fuck? Batman! Batman! Christian Bale, vampire guy. And I forgot Batfleck. Batman! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. I'm weird.
That's Mac-tacular.